Good morning. So, what are we doing? I just finished reading First Chronicles chapter 11. And essentially the first 11 chapters were a lot of genealogy, which is very important in the long term of things. But it's not really a story. And this is First Chronicles 11, and we encounter a story. What story? Way back in 1 Samuel chapter 31, we talk about Saul again. The one that established the kingdom of Israel, not just the judgment or the nation of Israel. And we don't go into all the things that created him. We start in a rather dramatic moment. Yes. We open our scene with the Philistines attacking Israel and going through the cities like a knife through butter, to be honest. And then Saul rallying his troops. Now, what's not said yet in this chapter is that Saul has already abandoned and is facing the consequences of having abandoned the Lord. At this point, he knows he's going to fail. So what do you do when you know that you're going to fail? You go look for help. And he always loved his prophet Samuel, even when he sorely disappointed him. So he went to a witch woman who had familiar spirits after ordering all of Israel to get rid of them. No more are they allowed in Israel. And yet, that's who Saul goes to. And has this witch woman bring forth to bring forth Samuel. And Samuel says, "What are you doing? Don't do that. You would have been better off repenting and begging of the Lord. I'm not the Lord. I'm not the one that's going to change the Lord's mind." So Saul dies. Not then in front of the witch woman. That would have been an entirely different story. No, he dies in battle. In fact, he doesn't even die in battle. He dies at the edge of battle. Saul tells his armor bearer. Now, the armor bearer must have been somebody very close to Saul. He was the one that Saul trusted to put all of Saul's gear on correctly. I mean, if you couldn't tie your own shoe because of your armor, you'd want somebody you trusted to actually tie your shoes correctly and not just tie them together. So, he says, "Armor bearer, take your sword out and kill me." "What?" "No," says the armor bearer. "I refuse to do such a thing." And Saul, seeing that the armor bearer wasn't going to do what he asked, takes the sword out of the armor bearer's hand and then stabs himself. And the armor bearer going, "Ah! You did that!" Takes the sword out of Saul and then stabs himself. Because he refuses to be alive if Saul's going to be dead. And the Philistines find them at the edge of the battle. And what do? They rejoice. In fact, they take the head of Saul and the body of the armor bearer and some other people that were around there and take them into their temple of Dagon. Not a dragon, Dagon. And they put Saul's head up for everybody to see. Oh, look, there's a head of a king. Isn't that wonderful? I have to say, that was a really different society. I know there are people right now who wouldn't mind seeing a head of a ruler on a stick, but at the same time, we wouldn't go and watch it. You know, that's not really America's way right now. I'm kind of glad about that because Israel got offended by that and stole it. They didn't wipe out that nation. They couldn't do it. They couldn't physically do it. So they went in and snuck in and took the bodies back. And that's the entire story of Saul as far as First Chronicles is concerned. Because then after that, King David exists, and he's not of the lineage of Saul at all. He's of the line of Jesse. Now, I haven't read chapter 12, but I suspect we're going to find out.